So I'm going to share the issue with you as is, and you tell me what your thoughts are. So this is Lexis. My wife and I have been married for 5 years. We're blessed with a child who just turned 3 months. So my wife insists on going back to work and outsourcing nurturing and caring of the child to a nanny against the best interest of the child and the home. Look, by the grace of God, we are financially comfortable to take care of our home and the baby without her additional financial support. I also know that of a fact that maternal care is actually best for raising a healthy and responsible child. I requested that she stays for at least 3 years for the child to fully establish attachment, security. Then we can consider a nanny or daycare to support while she works part-time. Perhaps God may bless us with 1 or 2 more children. I know if I was not willingly performing my responsibilities as a husband or father, like providing and protecting, I can be forced by law to do so. Is there a law that can compel my wife to focus on mothering our baby who is vulnerable and dependent with irreducible needs, including breastfeeding for 2 years with remaining 3 months of exclusive breastfeeding? I also know that between 0 and 7 years is a critical period for values and principles impartation, and at least one parent must be physically present within this period. No matter my presence, I can only be a father, not a mother. Now, is the nanny who she wants to outsource maternal care to also not an empowered woman? How do I get my beloved wife to understand that she needs to psychologically and emotionally transition from being just a woman to becoming a wife and a mother, and prioritizing physical presence to focus on her biological and social responsibility over economic rights? Please, I need advice. I don't want our children to be raised by neglectful and irresponsible parents. So I thought, well, why not put it out there to you, our good friend who listens to Drive Time, to hear your thoughts about this. What do you think about our brother's issue here? I'd really love to know your thoughts. So give me a call, 0302-216-541, or you can send me a WhatsApp message on 055-1111-997. Let's hear your thoughts. The number to call is 0302-216-541. Or you can actually send me a WhatsApp message as well on 055-1111-997. And this is a very delicate issue. I mean, he says, look, we're financially able to take care of the home for the next 3 years. So why not? So let's ask very important questions. In the first years of a child's life, would you sacrifice professional continuity for parental presence? Well, let's hear you. Hello.
Hi, hello, good evening.
Hi, good evening. How are you?
I'm fine.
Nice. What's your name?
My name is Coco.
Coco?
Yes.
Okay, Coco, you're welcome. Let's hear you.
Thank you. Listen, see, the whole issue of pregnancy is traumatic enough, So after 9 months, you give it to the child, that first 4 weeks, 6 weeks, it's very traumatic. So sometimes you just want to get away. Not that you don't love the child and anything. You want to get away, and then just come back. So if there's a trusted person a family or something, that person can hold up the baby 3 months plus. And when you go to work, you are given the opportunity to close at one or something, just to get away, for
Okay.
the mother's sanity. So I think it's on the part of the lady. The husband should really understand. Yes, it's understandable, family values and all, but your wife needs her sanity. You know.
Okay, so you're saying that getting back to work is some sort
Mm.
of therapy, some sort of escape a little
Yes,
bit to
yes,
deal with the
yes,
pressures of motherhood.
yes. You need it. She needs it.
Hmm.
Yes.
I see.
Otherwise, she falls into postpartum depression, and nobody will understand why she behaves in a certain way.
Okay.
So she needs it. Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I'm grateful that you shared this perspective as well. I'm sure maybe a lot of your women would
Yes.
understand that as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've been through that, Lexis. I've been through two births, yes, and I had no help with me. It got to a time I just needed, like, I just felt like I wanted to harm my child because I was always with the baby. Quick, 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 quick. You know?
You wanted to harm your child.
Yes. Because it's you and the child and nobody else. And
Hmm.
the crying and it's the experience is very traumatic.
Hmm.
So it's very good for the woman, just for just those few hours. It's very important. It is.
Okay. Well, I'm grateful you shared your experience, Coco. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Yes,
All right. 0302 I'd love to know what you also think about this. I mean, uh, this is a delicate one, to be honest. I've seen your messages as well. I'll read some of them. 055 As a woman, did you also feel the need to get away from the baby, the home, say 3 months after giving birth? Aren't there women as well who really just can't let go of their babies or move away from them? Just want to be with them and stay with them and keep an eye on them. And especially now that you can't trust nannies, a lot of women have had issues with nannies, and it's been hard to leave their babies with a nanny. We've heard the nanny stories all over the place. Well, let's hear you. 0302 Hello.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, and you?
I'm okay, thank you. What's your name?
I'm Effie.
Effie, let's hear you.
Okay. My point is, women can go to work. They can do expression so that they can give to the baby for exclusive 6 months. They can get the woman, if she's not their relative, the close relative can come and take care of the baby so that she also goes to work. Our man, is the man going to pay the woman? Staying at home is very boredom, so I think that they should consider so many factors so that she decide on it. So I think the woman can go to work. They do expression for 6 months. The breastfeeding continue from 6 months to 2 years. Then they move on with it.
Okay. Is that what you did in your case?
Yes, that's what I did.
Okay. And it worked out perfectly.
Exactly. But explain something. They say 2 years, but during the 2 years, when the child is 1.5, you can win the child. Then life goes on.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Do you also agree with Coco's assertion?
Sure.
Sometimes you need a break.
And other things,
Yeah.
It's too much. So saying that it will get to a point, they'll send you out. You will be at home morning to each and every day.
Okay. Effie, I'm grateful you also shared your experience. I'm grateful. Thank you.
Sure.
All right. 0302 Gabby in Ho says, Lexis, it's just about making time to take care of your baby. Even with a nanny, you can still bond well with your child regardless. I went through same with my wife with 3 kids, and the last one is in Achimota now. Oh, that's nice, Gabby. Good job. Okay. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, let's see. This message is from, I'm sorry. Good afternoon, Lexis. I've been married for 48 years with grandchildren. The word sacrifice and dedication is missing from this young generation. I'll need you to explain a bit more. Okay. Thank you. Hello? Oh, I'm so sorry I lost you. Yeah, you can try and call me back. Yeah? 0302216541. Let's hear you. Okay. So this one here says, unfortunately, there is no law barring women from pursuing their careers or returning to work after childbirth. They should contact their mothers, that's the wife's mother or his mother, to come over to assist with the baby nurturing. On the other hand, they can get a daycare school that is closer to her place of work and enroll the baby for easy supervision. And that's from Moses in Tema. And that's what the gentleman is saying, that he feels that he would want a parent there. He would want a parent to take care of the baby, not a daycare or a nanny or whatever. He would want the mother to be home and take care of the baby and have direct supervision and care for the baby for at least 3 years, and he doesn't mind the financial burden it will take on the family. He will take that cost, and that's what he's saying. Well, let's hear you. Hello?
Hello? Yeah, that's it.
Yes, sir. Welcome.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening. What's your name?
Justice.
Justice, let's hear you.
Sure. What I wanted to say is that this is a good place for the counselors to be taking notes. These are the complications which they did not advise the supposed married people before they get married. So when they are able to get these ones and communicate to them well, I think there will not be any problem.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Well, in that case, I need to let you know that we'll be speaking to our counselor, Pastor Daniel Annan, very shortly as well. After we've heard from you guys, we thought that it's necessary to bring in a professional to tell us what he thinks from a counselor's perspective on this issue. Yeah, but let's hear it from you. Okay, Anthony, outside of us, whom am I? It's a question many ponder in a relationship. This gentleman should support his wife to go back to work. Don't clip the wings of your wife because of childbirth. All right. Thank you, Anthony, for your thoughts. 0302216541. Let's hear what your thoughts are. If you have experiences you would want to share, we would love to hear from you. Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right. Let's see who's here. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Hi. Good afternoon. How are you?
Fine, thank you, Elizabeth.
Nice. What's your name?
My name is Pearl.
Pearl.
Yes.
Okay, Pearl. Let's hear you.
Okay. I think that the woman should be allowed to go back to work. Because there are other avenues of taking care of the baby. Like if the woman has a mother around, she could help. Not necessarily going in for a nanny. Because most of the time, the men will tell you to take care of the baby, I can take care of the house, but they would give the woman anything to take care of herself. If you don't take care, you will become outmoded before your time. My other issue is, if you're saying that she should take care of the child for 3 years and then go back to work, what if she gets pregnant again and then she has to take care of another baby? Is it going to take another 3 years? So I think the woman should go. They should find a way of taking care of the baby until she goes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much. I'm grateful for your thoughts on this. Yeah? All right. John B says, Lexis, the current generation has really messed up life. Our old folks had 5+ kids, and they were with them without nannies, and the kids were brought up well. That's what makes you a mother and a woman. You can't eat your cake and have it. The lifestyle and mentality of our women lately is detaching them from our kids, especially the career ones. The bonding is very important, and kids need a blood-related person to help here. Okay, interesting thoughts. Hello?
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm well, thank you. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks. What's your name?
I'm Selma.
Thelma.
Selma.
Sewa. Okay, Sewa.
Yes.
Let's hear you.
My comment is that, as a previous caller said, I think these things should be discussed and not imposed. Because the issues at stake here, I can understand that the child needs stability and, they can afford it. But have you thought about the woman, her career, her income, financial security? What's he going to get for staying at home 3 years and not work? And for now, it's very common that we all depend on nannies and take our children to daycare. You just have to do a good research and pray that you get somebody good that you can depend on. It's not everybody who has her mother alive, or even if the mother is alive, will be able to come and support her. Okay. And I'm taking it to a legal angle where recently the Supreme Court is talking about having separate property in marriage. So while the man is working and you are staying home, not being compensated, if anything happens, what do you fall on? Okay. The psychological part, like somebody said, sometimes you're with the kids and it's too much. You want to get away. He should discuss it and not impose it. Otherwise, it won't go well. And then another thing, Lexis, can you discuss this? I've seen that in developed countries, men actually stay home and take care of kids and the woman works. Is he willing to do that for the woman if the woman doesn't mind supporting them financially?
Interesting. That's a very, valid, legit conversation as well. We'll see about that. Thank you. Yeah?
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much for your thoughts. I'm grateful. Dede says, Lexis, good afternoon. The mother needs to be around the baby. To me, 3 months is too small and too early. Newly born babies need more breastfeeding up to 6 months before any other decision. The nanny can help her with some house chores. But quitting her job is a no-no. That's from Dede. Okay. 0302216541. Pretty shortly, we'd actually speak to our counselor and find out what his professional stand will be on this very, very delicate issue that I can tell that a lot of our friends can relate to. Yeah. Lexis, the woman doesn't need to stay home. She can resume work and still be present. We all resumed work and still performed our duties. Any case, why can't he stay home? Lexis, remember, the hand that feeds you controls you. I see a man who wants to control his wife. Interesting. Very interesting there. Thanks for your thoughts anyway. Right, so let's get on the phone right now and speak to our counselor because we feel that we need some professional touch to this. And Pastor Daniel Annan is with us this evening. Hello, Osofo.
Hey, Lexis.
Yes, sir. How are you?
I'm good.
Ebeba. Okay, Pastor and counselor. I'm sure you heard our story and you've also heard some comments from our friends and their experiences.
Mm-hmm.
What will be your initial comments and thoughts on this?
Yes. Good evening to your cherished listeners and viewers because people are watching on Facebook.
Yes.
Children are gifts. So they should be looked at from the perspective of a gift. So whatever we are doing towards the care of the children must be looked at as somebody has given you a gift. Appreciate it, keep it, nurture it, let it be the best as you can, so that the one who gave you that gift will have that joy that I gave you a gift, you took care of it, so you qualify for another gift. So children must be looked at a gift. Number two, as parents, we have a responsibility towards them. So in exercising such responsibilities, we need to ask ourselves these questions. What do we want? And where are we going? What do we stand for? How do we nurture the child to be like us or better than us? So when we begin to have a goal of training as a child, then the sacrifices will be able to come in. Because if you don't present an agenda or a program to anyone, it becomes sometimes difficult whether the person will lend a hand or withdraw a hand. So once we know that, then we come to the responsibilities of sacrifices. Now, who ought to do what at what time? And in so doing, we build consensus so that it will be a win-win situation while the child does not suffer. So this is my initial comments.
Okay. What do you think about the gentleman's proposition that the woman should, stay home, take care of the child? Because for him, the very first 2 or 3 years of the child's life is very, very sensitive, especially, with their mothers. They need to be close to their mothers. Apart from breastfeeding, he feels that the mother is in the best position to impart any sort of values for a child who's learning at that young age, and not a nanny per se. So he's suggesting that, look, stay home. Money is not a problem. I'll take care of the house, everything, but I need you to be with this child for at least 3 years before you consider, going back to work.
I believe the communication has not gone down well. That's why the challenges come, because you see the lady is also having a challenge of what I call self-worth or fulfillment or self-gratification, because there's something that she wants to do it herself, and that's her career. We are from different backgrounds, and you don't know the family that she's coming from. She might have gone through financial challenges, difficulties, maybe the family and those issues have been there. So maybe the person vowed in her life that I'll work myself out, build a career, and have sustainable income, so that even if I marry, I will be a complement to my husband and not be a dependent. So that person has that self-worth, that fulfillment, and self-gratitude of something that he wants to attain. When you are coming to somebody's world, you need to first understand the person's world. Then you speak to the person's language. Then build a compromise. It looks like the man has an agenda which is very good, and truly true. If you have the opportunity, train your child yourself. There are certain things I don't want people to compromise. The early stages of the child's life. 1, if it's possible, the parents should take care of the child. If it becomes too difficult, the backup system should be your parents or people who are very close, who have the heart that you have for that child. If all this fails, before we look at nannies, because you see, when you entrust your child to a nanny, the person is doing a job, not care. Job to earn the money. But the values that you want to train your child, the values are about 5. Faith, character, relationship, growth, growing well, the child grows well to become the child that we want. So when you entrust your child to a nanny, are you sure you will build your child in faith? You will build character. You will build integration. You will build growth well. It becomes problematic. But if it's your own, because it's your own, you give maximum care to that child. When a child is sick, you look out for how best to bring that child. Sometimes if your child is sick, you wish you could take the sickness from the person. But if it's a care person and it doesn't have that heart for that child, there's a problem. So if it is possible, I would recommend that we take care of our children. But in so doing, we need to build consensus. It should not be and imposition. Don't ever think that you are able to sponsor or you are financially capable. So the woman should just put her career, her life on hold. Build a consensus, build an understanding, so that when he is doing it, you accept a new duty of domestic affairs manager. Then you will gratify with us all. I'm taking care of my child. Other than that, it becomes problematic.
So that conversation needs to be had. Obviously, the woman is not willing to, stay home. She wants to go back to work. So at this point, do we say the man just has to come to terms with it and probably, like you suggested, find a family member? If there's no family member, then the nanny will be the solution.
The nanny should be the last solution. It shouldn't be the first. You see, if you want to know your child, spend quality time with your child. More especially, if you want to know your child, send your child to school. And when he goes from school, pick the child just at the time he goes. This is a bonus. Because you see, there are sometimes, maybe the child will close 2 o'clock, and you will pick the child 4 o'clock. The child that 2 hours is not in the care of any teacher, finds himself in the care of other children. That's when they learn all the patterns. So when you are sending your child to school, you will see their character being displayed in the car. When you are picking them from school, all the gossip you know, then you begin to know your child. Because if you don't spend that quality time with your child, that you'll be the first person you see. You'll be the last person that child sees. If you give that vacuum, you create a vacuum for somebody to fill, either television or a tablet, a nanny, or a friend, or someone else.
Okay.
So the woman ought to understand all these things and say, you know what? Appreciate your career. Appreciate your life. In fact, I'm so much in support of building your career to that level. But honey, we have this situation.
Okay.
It's quite challenging. I know very well. But can we sacrifice for this child that will give the child the best care for initial stages? However, instead of you maybe not doing a full-time job, can we work out and do something working from home so that you'll be able to have some income or exercise that career path that you want to?
Okay.
Then you put that consensus.
Yeah.
The woman will be okay.
Rev, thank you so much. We're so grateful that you pitched in our conversation this afternoon. Thank you very much.
But before you go, every woman, we don't solve women's problems. They ought to be listened.
Okay.
Every woman, when it's coming the problem, he has the answers already. Just listen.
All right, Reverend, thank you so much. We're out of time now. We're so sorry. But we're grateful that you were able to come in with your thoughts on this. Reverend Daniel Anan is a counselor and resident pastor of Universal Gospel Center in Tema. Gemma's been standing by. She's ready to bring us what's happening in news. Hello, Gemma. What's happening?